could you tell me your name and your experience of working with child migrants?
Yeah, my name is Sarah, and last year, just over a year ago, I went to the migrant camps in Dunkirk and Calais, and I worked with a charity helping support the migrants who were staying in those camps. I actually did a lot of building and insulating, and lots of people were staying in these kind of sheds, and we helped make them warm and make them dry, and generally doing other things that were needed to make them a little bit nicer to live in.
Good. And did you have experience of actually working with children?
I met a lot of children just who were just around in the migrant camps, just either kind of playing, or they were really interested and they wanted to say hi, and offering you tea. There were lots of children who were always making us tea and taking us drinks, so that was lovely too.
God, so they were really generous to you.
Absolutely, they were the most generous people, like people who have literally nothing and have basically come halfway around the world with very few belongings, offering you tea all of the time, inviting you to come in and have breakfast with them, or telling you to stay for dinner. Yeah, it was amazing.
So what do you think the needs of those children are?
I think it must be really difficult for those children, because not only have they, left their homes, they've left all of their friends, and they've lost their kind of stability. And I think they were making other friends when they were there, but there was no, I guess, regular thing. There was no routine for those children, because they were living in such strange conditions for them.
And what were they trying to do? Were they trying to get to England?
Yes, everyone that I met wanted to come to England. They didn't want to stay in France. They didn't speak French. They all spoke English, and so they didn't want to have to learn another language. So they wanted to come to England because either their friends or their family were in England, or just because they spoke English and they thought it would be much easier for them instead of having to learn another language.
And do you know what they'd been through? Did you get any sense of what some of these children had been through?
Not really from the children. A few of the adults were kind of telling us stories about why they'd left. A lot of the people that I met were kind of Kurdish, from Afghanistan, and they'd come to kind of just to get away from all of the conflict that was happening there. And quite a lot of them had been living there for quite a while, so they hadn't. I guess that there wasn't much sense of there being an end to them staying in those camps.
Why did you go?
Why did I go? A friend who I worked with at the time, a friend of his, had been out to volunteer and said that how much they needed some volunteers. So a whole bunch of us from work at the time, at my last job, just went. And I'm a really practical person, and I used to work at a lot of festivals and build things, so I'm really good with construction tools. So I was like, hey, this is a skill that I have that I can put to good use. They were like, oh, we need kind of practical people. So, and just because I want to help, you see it on the news all of the time, not so much anymore, but you used to see it on the news all of the time, and you kind of feel kind of helpless. So it's nice to have a kind of practical thing to do.
How long did you go for?
We went for 5 days, I think, 5 or 6 days maybe.
If you had a magic wand, in terms of the children particularly, to make their lives better, what would you do?
I would enable those children to live in real homes with their families, in the dry and the warm, and to be able to go to school with their friends and feel safe.
Thank you, that's lovely. Thank you.